Hi guys. Let me get my phone positioned here. Okay, haven't used my camera phone. So I wanted to do a quick video on babies and growth spurts. For the last couple weeks, Caleb has been going through a different routine where he's not wanting to sleep as much through the night, and he's more fussy than usual, and he's wanting to eat more than usual. So I Googled all of his symptoms that he's been having, and I got a lot of feedback on growth spurts, or also what people like to call cluster feeding. I didn't really think that he was going through a growth spurt. I thought, that maybe he was teething. So I tried the Oragel, and that wasn't seeming to do the trick. And then I thought, well, maybe he's got a bellyache. So I tried the Mollicon drops, and that didn't seem to help as well. So that's why I kind of got my breaking point and decided to get on the internet and Google his symptoms and see what I came up with, and that's what I came up with. Pretty much all the signs and symptoms of growth spurts or cluster feeding pointed straight to Caleb. So I wanted to go over this information that I jotted down that I got off this website for you guys. That way, if you have a little one that might be going through one of these stages, maybe the signs and symptoms in that will kind of point out to your little one, and then it could be kind of like a little diagnostic. Maybe you can be like, oh, that's what it is. And then I'll share with you what I'm doing to get Caleb to come out of that phase. So, yeah, I'm holding him. That's why I'm wiggling so much. See his shirt? He says, Mommy needs a date night. Yeah. Okay. Anyways, like I said, Caleb's been going through this phase now for the last 2 weeks. And there is different stages that they'll hit growth spurts up until they're just under a year old. The first one is usually around 7 to 10 days after they're born. And then the next one is at 3 weeks, which is the typical age that they'll hit a growth spurt. And then again at 6 weeks, which is followed by 3 months, 6 months, and 9 months. Caleb's happened 2 weeks ago, so his happened within his 3 month of age. And basically cluster feeding is where babies want to feed more often than usual. And the signs of this that I had gotten off my research is, the first one is that they no longer sleep through the night if they previously did. Caleb was sleeping through the night, waking up once, maybe twice at the most for a bottle. And he would go to bed at 8 with a rice bottle and not wake up again until between 12 and 3 a.m. for his next bottle. And then he would sleep again until 6 or 7-ish and be ready for his next day to start. But now he has been waking up at least 3 and 4 times a night for a bottle, every 1.5 to at least 2 hours. So I'm kind of losing sleep. He's losing sleep. It's been kind of overwhelming because it came on so suddenly and he hasn't got out of it yet. So the next sign is the baby may nap better or worse than usual. He's actually napping more than he did during the day, obviously, because he's losing sleep from waking up so much at night for a bottle. And the next sign is the baby may also seem more fussy than usual. And that could be particularly due to them having a broken sleep pattern and just needing more sleep. And then the last sign is sudden growth gain or weight gain. And Caleb actually hit a growth spurt back when he was between 2 weeks and 2 months of age, because he had gained, he was at 2 weeks of age, he was 7 pounds, 6 ounces, and then at his 2-month well checkup visit, he was 10 pounds, almost 11. So he hit a growth spurt then. I just didn't realize it because he wasn't on like a certain schedule or a pattern that I was used to, and he has been here recently for the last probably month up until 2 weeks ago when he hit this growth spurt. So I knew something was wrong because he's been on this really rough, patchy schedule, and he's staying fussy, and it's overwhelming, as a parent, because you want your little one to be back on schedule. And typically, growth spurts last anywhere from 2 to 3 days, a week to 2 weeks at the most. But Caleb's has been lasting 2 weeks and longer now. So he goes to the doctor next week on Wednesday, so I'm going to mention it to his doctor. But what we are doing right now for Caleb is I have bought him the stage 2 jar foods because it's more thicker and I don't have to give him as much, and he gets fuller quicker. So I'm giving him that now. He's getting a vegetable. He's getting half of that for lunch, and then he's getting the other half of that for dinner, and he's also getting a rice bottle at night before bed, and he's getting rice cereal with fruit in the morning for breakfast. So he's getting all of his servings, and we're going to see if maybe him getting fuller and staying fuller longer will help him not wake up as much through the night. And last night was the first night he only woke up one time for a bottle, which was amazing because the last few nights, the last nights over the last 2 weeks has been crazy. I've literally been having to make 5 and 6 bottles just waiting for him in the fridge at night because I know he was going to wake up for him. But last night he only woke up one time. So that has been one trick up my sleeve that I have found that has helped him out, is giving him the stage 2 baby foods. And it's not like the meats with the vegetables or anything like that. I'm not starting him on meats or anything yet because he's only 4 months old. So we're still just doing the vegetables. But the only difference with the stage 2 is that it is a little bit thicker. You can add water to it and make it a little more runny if you wanted. Or actually in the stage 1 baby foods, you can add a little bit of rice cereal if you wanted, just to make it a little bit thicker. So either way you want to go about that, it's totally up to you as a parent. All parents are, have a different view on how to feed their babies and what to feed them and when to feed them. So what we're doing is working for us. So that's just our personal experience to share with you guys on what's helping Caleb come out of this little cluster feeding stage. And I wanted to share that with you guys. That way, if anything that I have, that may be helpful for you and your little one. So, yeah. Say hello. And he's also still dealing with acid reflux really bad. So I'm not trying to overfeed him. You don't want to overfeed a baby that's got acid reflux. And he's got one of the most serious cases that babies have. So I have to watch or keep an eye out on that and watch him. And I don't want to underfeed him either because then he'll just continue being more hungry more throughout the day. So yeah, it just kind of goes in both hands. You got to weigh it out. So you got to do it just right. But us as mothers know what's best, huh? Yeah. Alright guys, so I hope this information that I shared with you is helpful. And I hope that any information that I've shared with you from our personal experience was helpful as well. What are you looking at? You see the pictures? But we will update you guys next week for Caleb's 4-month update, and we'll let you know what his doctor says about this cluster feeding that he's going through. If he's coming out of it already, or if he'll be out of it by then. Hopefully he will be, but if not, I'm still going to mention it to his pediatrician. And maybe he's got some suggestions or advice that I didn't think of. And maybe I can share those with you guys. So we will talk to you guys next week. Alright? Bye.